This video is by Tina Duckett at Wrexham Hypnotherapy. Have you ever noticed how negative thoughts seem to take on a life of their own? They sneak in quietly, latch onto our deepest beliefs about ourselves, about others, and the world around us. And before we know it, they shape how we see everything. But here's the thing. Negative thinking doesn't just affect our mood. It keeps our stress levels high. It impacts both our minds and our bodies. It's like dragging the past into the future, expecting that because something painful happened before, it'll happen again. And that cycle, it keeps us stuck. Negativity fuels stress, and stress fuels more negativity. But what if we could break free from that loop? What if we could observe our thoughts instead of being controlled by them? What if we could recognize the patterns and choose differently? The truth is, we live with ourselves 24/7. That's why learning to be kind to ourselves is one of the most powerful things we can do. Because when you change the way you talk to yourself, everything begins to shift. One of the best ways to do that is to get out of your head and into your life. Stop overthinking. Start living. Get creative. Move your body. Connect with people who share your interests. I once worked with a woman who had experienced deep trauma, and it was through art, music, and movement that she began to heal. She started rebuilding trust, not just with others, but with herself. Because we're wired for connection. Our ancestors lived in tribes for a reason. We thrive when we feel we belong. So if you're feeling trapped in a negative cycle, take a moment, pause. Notice what's going on in your mind. Listen to how you're speaking to yourself. And then take one small step, just one, towards something that brings you joy. Towards someone who lifts you up. Toward creativity, movement, and life. Because healing doesn't just happen inside your head. It happens through action. It happens through connection. It happens in life. And you? You deserve a life that feels full of hope, purpose, and peace. So here's my closing message. Reconnect with yourself in an empowering way. And most of all, reconnect with life.